screaming, yelling, screaming the F word at people is here.
I don't cuss in front of my mother. I don't cuss in front of my mother.
Oh no guys, this is gonna piss you off. This woman right here violated her probation by not coming to her hearings twice. But that ain't the problem. She got an attitude only a belt could lift, and the judge is gonna put her in check.
Ma'am, do you understand all that?
Yes.
All right, Miss Buford, don't come up here with the attitude. Just shrug it off. Listen, ma'am, you understand you're here today for a violation of your probation?
Yes.
Is that a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you understand there's an allegation that you failed to appear for your orders on your probation.
Yeah, yes.
There's an amended allegation that you failed to appear for your orders appointments on 4/4/25 and 4/14/25. Do you understand those allegations?
Yes.
First technical?
No, Judge, because of the delayed version.
Okay. You could get the maximum possible jail time on this.
Yes.
You understand that? Okay.
Ooh-wee! The way the judge said that gave me goosebumps. She had a chance while out on probation and screwed it up for God knows what. I hope she shivered her timbers.
So knowing all of that, ma'am, how do you plead to the allegation you failed to appear for your orders appointment on 4/4/25 and 4/14/25? Has anyone forced you to get you to plea?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything to get you to plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
All right. The prosecutors agreed to amend this to 771.1 to a 3-month term of probation. So I am going to grant that. Has picked up any other cases or anything?
No.
So you're keeping that status. I'm closing the probation.
Oh dang, okay. She changed her mind very fast.
The way you've behaved in this court is so egregious. Do you know, like, you're grown. How old are you?
22.
You're 22 years old. You cannot come into places, a court, the one place in the world I could put you in jail. The one place you can't come into screaming, yelling, screaming the F word at people is here. You can't do that. Are you confused by that?
I am a little confused by it because I was with my mother and I don't cuss in front of my mother.
Yeah, that's the lamest excuse I heard. That's just more of a reason why she deserves some jail time. She needs to be in a room with some tough love. Those big girls with them low taper fades and tattoos. You know.
So I didn't scream any F words or I didn't say any F bombs or disrespect anybody because she was standing right next to me.
You weren't disrespecting anyone down there.
No.
So why do my court officers have to come out? And why do all the notes in the file on January 3rd, you called up to the court. This is another staff member. This is just another random staff member in the building, write in a note. Very, very rude to all staff, screaming in my ear about her ticket, wants to know why she has a felony. She would not let me talk. These are the ROA notes. Then you cancel your appointment twice. My probation department's advised me that, you know, you and Kelsey, you had worked with Ms. Havner. She had to hang up the phone because of your behavior. And then after that, you called back again and you spoke to a clerk in the probation department who doesn't know anything about your case. And you were screaming at her too.
Dang, girl, building a whole resume over here. What if you actually put that towards your life goals and maybe you wouldn't be a criminal at 22? Food for thought.
I've got notes from so many different clerks in this file. Asked what I can help her with, and she began screaming at me. She wanted to talk to a supervisor. I tried to transfer, but she refused to talk to her. I had to terminate the call because she continued screaming and using profanities and would not let me speak. I mean, it's like there are note after note after note. I know that they had to call the court officers to the probation department because of your behavior on probation yesterday and demanding that I see you forthwith. I have dockets and you were on it at 1 and then you chose not to come back at 1. And it's like, this was a minor, you know, overall offense. I mean, I know that because I sentenced you immediately from the bench and just gave you non-reporting probation. All you had to do was come in and do your orders with Ms. Havner, not pick up any new cases. And you can't do it. You missed that appointment 2 times. It's like a lack of self-control. Everyone here is the bad guy. So your payment plan continues. on the driving while license suspended and the civil infraction for expired plate that you have. On this case, I'm closing the file. You will keep your diversionary status. You've got no prior criminal history. You're young. I don't want to make you a criminal, even though it seems like you want that on your record. I'll waive the balance because you're doing 5 days jail forthwith.
I was gonna say a month's jail time just to give her a little taste, but that's better than nothing.
If the sentence includes incarceration and you wish to file an appeal but are financially unable to retain a lawyer, the court will appoint the lawyer to represent you on the appeal. The request for the lawyer is made within 14 days of date of sentence.
You taking her to jail today?
She's going right now.
At least get a hug or something?
No, but if she has anything she needs to give you, she can hand it to the court officer. Ma'am, I see where she learned it.
No, she didn't learn it from me.
Hey, hey, Mom, go.
And there you have it, folks, a mother's wrath, or rather an enabler. It's so obvious why she's like this. Raise your kids right. Or this case where it's even worse. This woman picked up another case after being out on an open murder charge. How do you even get a bond? That's crazy.
You are on bond for murder, and you've now picked up an assault case. Facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
On April 27th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to a disturbance/unknown weapon call. The complaining witness stated she is part of the nursing staff and that the defendant has been asked to leave on multiple occasions and refuses to do so. The complaining witness stated that the defendant was attempting to get her grandfather to sign over power of attorney to her, but the staff would not allow this due to the grandfather being diagnosed with dementia. The complaining witness stated that the defendant used force on the complaining witness to get her to leave the grandfather's room. The complaining witness states that the defendant put her hands on the complaining witness's face and pushed it back. The defendant was positively identified by the complaining witness and her Texas ID number.
You say that there was any pain? She pushed in the face. This is an assault, right? There has to be some kind of injury or pain.
She did state that she felt pain in the dim summary.
Okay. Ms. Taylor, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case.
Imagine going through the charge just because the defendant said that you caused him pain. It's well deserved. I just think it's funny.
Now, you're saying there's a bond violation in this case?
Yes, Judge, it's in the.
Michael, have you seen this? And how did you already get appointed to this case?
Your Honor, I was appointed sometime very recently on this
Wow.
case. I received a text. I don't know what day it was, but I received.
It looks like it was the 29th, which was Tuesday. But how was he appointed a lawyer?
This is a public defender on Timu. I mean, you can't tell me the justice system isn't a joke when they don't know what the hell is going on.
Thinking when she was in the holdover.
No. How is she, I mean, I don't understand. Well, regardless, I guess I'm glad that you're appointed because right now she's got bond violations. She was
I
ordered by the
wasn't aware of
magistrate.
that, Judge.
I'm sorry?
I wasn't aware of a BVR in this case. I actually have another BVR today before the court.
I know that. Yeah, we got you. We'll deal with that one next, but you're on bond for murder. You were ordered by the magistrate to have a GPS monitor. You have violated those conditions. Unacceptable. I'm revoking your bond. She goes with you. No.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yeah.
Your Honor, she just was released because I met her in the holdover earlier this week, and she could not have been out of jail more than a day, 2 at the most. Would the court allow her to leave right now to get the device?
I mean, I appreciate the effort, buddy, but come on, she picking up cases like some Infinity Stones and you expect her to not take someone else's life? What?
No. Did she not get the device?
Judge, there was a conflict, that's why the DVR was submitted, Stephanie, so the magistrate ordered bond conditions, but the curfew times were not aligning with the felony conditions. That's
So
not-
what? I mean, you still have to abide by the conditions. I mean, what did they say the conditions were?
I have the paper right there.
I'm not asking you to say anything, Ms. Taylor. The only thing I want is I want my city protected. You're on bond for this serious case, and now you picked up an assault. I mean, you were ordered to have certain conditions. You must abide by these conditions. She received conditions of bond on April 28th, 2025 that ordered a GPS device with a curfew of 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. On May 1st, she had an unapproved enter at 7:52 p.m. and then left again at 8:51 until basically 9 o'clock at night.
Yes, Judge, and on the felony conditions, I'm looking at them right now, their curfew is from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. So that's where it's conflicting, so the magistrate ordered from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. and on felony, their curfew was 12 a.m. to 6 a.m.
I mean, she still has to follow conditions, right? There may be conflicting, but you abide by the conditions and then you come to court and you ask to, do something or maybe make them align, but you just don't do whatever you want to do and think, okay, nothing's going to happen. You're on bond for 2 serious cases.
Your Honor, if I may again,
Sure.
this is a brand new case. Could the court admonish her? Because the amount of time, I understand that.
Michael, she's on bond for murder.
Man, imagine the victim's family seeing this. That's all I gotta say.
She's lucky to even have a bond, and now she picks up an assault. She's ordered to have a curfew, and she's just doing whatever the hell she wants to do.
In this case, Judge, that's before your court. This is a brand new case, and this is her first time having any issues while on your bond, Judge. Would the court be willing to admonish her not to leave her home even for short periods of time?
I don't know, Michael. I don't know.
And my assumption is we're gonna reach out to Melanie. My assumption is there's DVR call for that too, so I don't know.
I don't know, Michael. I'm gonna stew on it for a while.
Well, that lady is freaking crazy and needs to stay behind bars. I admire the defender's effort even though he looks like he's going to the beach. This woman shows up to Zoom court making a PB&J with a robe on. Low key, it's wrong time, but the right vibe.
Turn your camera on, man. Asia who?
Outer Bridge.
And why are you so late?
Because I have a paper right here that shows my court started at 1 o'clock, but then when I called, right here, if you can look on this thing right here, it says 1 o'clock.
I don't see 1 o'clock.
Maybe I
saw 9 a.m. It looks like I saw 9 a.m.
I had 1 o'clock on one of those papers.
You just showed me a paper, Miss Outerbridge. That
Yes, I
said
did. Right.
Miss Outerbridge.
So when I called,
No, we can't talk at the same time.
well, I apologize for being late. Excuse me.
Stop. Miss
You
Outerbridge,
you asked me a question.
The way she interrupting the judge makes me cringe, but hey, a girl's gotta eat.
I'm
I
just
know.
trying to answer it.
I know. Put whatever you're trying to prepare
I'm trying
down.
to be my daughter.
How can you use your kids as sympathy when you didn't think about that when committing a crime?
Get your coat. You gotta put your properly dressed on.
I
I don't
am
do the robe.
properly dressed. I have on a t-shirt. I am properly
Is that a
dressed.
robe? Is that a robe?
It's the problem, sir. I'm not even doing that. You asked me a question. I'm answering. My daughter is sick. I had to keep her home from school. I'm just trying to feed her. That is
That's
it.
understandable, but you're in court.
Miss Outerbridge, I'm sorry that your daughter is sick, but again, you're in court, okay? And we're gonna treat it as such. I asked
Okay,
you.
I'm properly dressed.
No,
I have
don't
on
talk while
clothes.
I'm talking.
I have on
Don't-
clothes. I have on
Don't-
clothes. I have
Fine,
on
Miss
clothes.
Fine, Miss
I have on
Outerbridge.
clothes. I have on clothes.
I swear people don't know how to keep their mouth shut.
Miss Outerbridge,
Yes.
let me just say. Now listen, I'm gonna explain to you how this goes, okay? When I talk, you don't talk, okay? If I ask you a question, then I just asking you a question, I need an answer from you. When I want to know something from you, I'll let you speak. But we're not going to be talking and you're not going to be over talking me, okay?
Okay.
All right, nobody has lost their spot, all right? We're
Okay.
This is the city of Detroit. This is Asia Outerbridge. Case number SP 165-40401. Mr. Baughman, appearance for the record, please.
Harry Baughman for the defendant.
Mr. Outerbridge, state your name for the record, please.
Asia Outerbridge.
Now, let's get this straight. You came in here earlier, you came super late. Now, all I asked you was why you were late. You told me that you got a notice that it said 1 o'clock or something like that. And you held the notice up and you showed me the notice. Whether that was the notice that you got, I don't know, but the notice that you showed me was 9 a.m. Now, after that, everything fell apart. You come in the court with a robe on. I want you to be at least presentable. I didn't ask you to put a suit or your Sunday clothes on. I want you to be presentable. And I want you, when I'm talking, this is my courtroom. You don't talk. And I'll give you a chance to speak if I need to know something from you, like I asked you that. So those answers that you gave me were your answers. And now you want to get upset with me because I'm trying to keep some sort of decorum in the courtroom. Now you're rolling your eyes.
I'm not rolling my eyes. I'm looking at my daughter.
You rolled your eyes.
I'm looking at my daughter. Okay. Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go again. There we go again. I'm the one that can dismiss this case or not. Come back in the screen, ma'am. Don't go rolling your eyes and under the screen now.
Sir, I think you're being very biased because I'm quiet.
Girl, I can look into every nook and cranny for that quiet and I'll never find it.
I'm not even trying to be argumentative. I'm here. I explained why I was in my robe and I explained why I was late to the court. You are still nitpicking. We already had a talk about it when I came back in. I said, okay. And I left it at that. I'm not trying to argue with you. I have a 3-year-old. I have a 3-year-old jumping around over here. I'm just trying to pay attention. That is all. I'm not rolling my eyes at you. I don't have an attitude at you. If you're going to be biased towards the case because you're upset with me about being late, then maybe I should get a new judge. But I'm not trying to argue. I'm just trying to get the case over with so I can go on about my day with my sick daughter.
Trial date, July 1st, 2025 at 9 a.m. Best of luck to you, Ms. Outerbridge.
That judge was way more patient than my liking.